Hey guys. So tonight I watched Fear Street Part 1, 1994. As you can see, right where my finger is, like right there. Now, before I could talk about why the movie's why it's a great movie, there's one thing that kind of ticked me off or upsets me, and it's not like the movie itself, but it's just what happened with it after Netflix purchased the trilogy. They removed the 20th Century Studios logo. For those of you who don't know, um, 20th Century Studios started developing this in 2015 with Chernin Entertainment, and so in 2019 they filmed the whole trilogy. However, last year, Fox and Chernin split ways, and Chernin signed a deal with Netflix. And then by August, it was announced that Netflix bought the trilogy from Disney and Chernin. And I just don't get why they had to remove it. Like, they helped produce this movie. Like, they were the ones responsible for helping bring this project to life. So, Netflix, Chernin Entertainment, why? What was wrong with having 20th Century Studios part of the project? Anyways, someone else in the comments might explain that because I don't know a whole lot. Anyways, Fear Street is a really great movie. Like, I loved it. Like, from the first 5 minutes, like it felt that part reminded me a bit of Scream, like the '96 film. And something else I also really enjoyed, like that scene throughout this movie, like colors. Now, like for example, in the opening sequence, when that one girl's trying to escape the skeleton killer, she goes into this really like cool looking Halloween spooky store, and like it's all blue in there. It just looks so cool. And towards the finale, when they're in that grab and bag, I think that's what it's called, like there's blue and red like all around, like wherever the main characters are looking around. Speaking of which, let's talk about the characters. Characters in this are really good, and the actors like bring in a lot of great delivery within them. I really love it when they start to like realize, like when one of them gets all the papers and then he just like explains it all. Like, that was some nice, really good exposition. Now, like the killers, their designs look really cool. I think my personal favorite, excuse me, where did it go? Oh, hang on a second. Okay. This is my favorite. It just looks so awesome. The other ones were really cool too, but they just didn't have like the cool designs like this. And like the gore effects, like in the movie, they were also really good. Especially when one of the main characters gets killed by like going through this little thing and then just spliced in half in the head, like with cake on her face. Like, wow. It's pretty interesting to know that we're getting R-rated R.L. Stine movies, considering we had Goosebumps in the early 90s. That was more kid-friendly, a bit safe. But with the Fear Street trilogy, it's a whole other story. I'm actually really excited for the rest of the trilogy. Like, I think now, this one YouTuber who talks about like movies and stuff, he talked about in his video on Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, he talked about why it's always good to start in the first film, and that's what this movie did.